As usual, thank you very much for coming over here and being present here today. And I'll just give a short speech. Then thereafter, I'll take on a couple of questions. Firstly, on the occasion of the 51st Vijay Diwas, I convey my deepest gratitude to the fallen bravehearts and veterans of Mukti Juddhas as well as Indian Army, whose sacrifice and valor resulted in fulfilling the dreams and aspirations of millions of people by creating a new nation and ensured an epic military victory. I would also like to thank our distinguished guest from Bangladesh and own veterans who made this year's celebrations more meaningful by their presence. On this momentous occasion, I also extend my warm greetings and felicitations to all ranks, civilians and families of Eastern Command. And I also thank the media fraternity for your presence and continued support. As you all are aware, on 3rd December of 1971, Pakistan launched a series of air attacks on our territory, thus thrusting a war on us. The government of India took up this gauntlet and retaliated in full measure, unleashing a multi-pronged attack on Pakistan. The local population of East Pakistan and Mukti Bahini played a pivotal role in tying down the Pakistani troops by guerrilla warfare and providing invaluable information on the enemy and terrain which were crucial for our forces. The daunting courage and audacious spirit were the hallmarks of this magnificent force. The speed and strength of this unprecedented combined offensive led to disintegration of the Pakistani armed forces in East Pakistan in just 13 days. Dhaka fell to Mukti Juddhas and the Indian forces, and the new nation of Bangladesh was born. You are also aware that India was the first country to recognize Bangladesh as an independent state, as an independent nation on 6 December 1971. Our two nations not only share a common history and culture, but in contemporary times also maintain excellent bilateral relationships, which are built on the foundations of strong people-to-people contact and mutual respect for each other. These ties have translated now into multidimensional and ever-expanding bilateral relations between these two great nations. As you are aware, Eastern Command was at the forefront of the 1971 war. Hence, Vijay Diwas occupies a place of pride in the history of our command. This year, we have the privilege of hosting 60 members of Bangladeshi delegations. The presence of 28 Mukti Juddhas needs special mention, as it has added more value to the celebrations and has made it further significant for all of us. I would take this opportunity to urge all of you to spread awareness of this historic war amongst the people, so that the sacrifice of our valiant soldiers and their tales of heroism are forever etched in the collective memories of our population, particularly the younger generation. This grand victory has been a source of inspiration to all ranks of our armed forces and guides us continuously in our endeavor to maintain continuous vigil in safeguarding our nation against any potential threat. The highest degree of dedication and commitment towards the accomplishment of assigned tasks has kept the Eastern Command fully geared to respond to any challenge. On this historic occasion, I exhort all ranks to rededicate ourselves to the service of the nation and pledge to fulfill our obligations with unwavering devotion and complete commitment. Thank you and Jai Hind. As a military man, we are always prepared to safeguard our nation, whether in peace or in conflict. Our primary task is to ensure territorial integrity of the country against any external threat as well as internal threat. So I would say that we are prepared for all eventualities and all contingencies. Improvement in infrastructure primarily helps in enhancing our operational capabilities, whether in terms of mobilization of the forces or increasing our capability to move our forces to the designated areas in a shortest time frame. So that's the sort of help which is provided. And infrastructure doesn't merely means road infrastructure. It also means roads, railways, airports, helipads, and communication infrastructures as well. So in last about 10-15 years, you all have observed and noticed rightly a huge push and huge focus on the infrastructure development, particularly in the border areas, which definitely are going to assist in enhancing our op capabilities.
Sir, sir,
One mic, yeah, one at a time, please.
sir, first of all, congratulations and to Vijay Diwas, Suman Munshi from IBG News. Sir, I have one suggestion that can we do something like that who have put down their lives for India and kids from the schools across all the districts of India write an essay or something like that for the people who are dead down from their district. In that way, the entire country will be with the.
That's an excellent suggestion, and thank you very much for this. We'll do it next time.
Sir, this is Ravi Shankar from Tip9 Bharatvarsh. Statement from you on the recent developments that's been happening in Arunachal Pradesh and Tawang sector.
See, you all are aware that all across the northern borders, there are differing perception of the lines of actual control. And there are 8 recognized disputed areas where the lines of the differing perceptions are acknowledged by both sides. So in one of those areas where there is a differing perception of the LAC, the PLA patrol had transgressed and which was contested very firmly and resolutely by our forces on ground, which led to some amount of physical violence. But I am happy to say that it was contained at the local level, and resorting to the existing bilateral mechanisms and protocols which are in place, though some minor injuries were there to people, soldiers of both sides. I would also like to request you not to listen to any rumors. There have been no major injuries. It's only minor injuries to soldiers from both sides. But the local commanders were able to resolve the issue by carrying out negotiations and resorting to the existing protocols. And that was followed by a flag meeting at the delegation level at Bumla, wherein the issue has been resolved further. Presently, I would like to assure everybody that the border areas along the northern frontier is stable and we are firmly in control. What I would like to say is you are very right. We need to spread awareness about valor and bravery which were displayed by our soldiers, not only in 71 war, in various wars since independence, right from 1948 during the partition, then thereafter 62, 65, 71, Kargil. So all these celebrations which are there as part of Vijay Diwas or Kargil Vijay Diwas, they are basically aimed at spreading that awareness. Like yesterday during because of the space restrictions here in War Memorial, there is a limitation on the number of people that we wanted to invite. But in the military tattoo which was organized yesterday, we had invited school children, and close to 1,000 school children including NCC cadets had come. So basically that's the message we are sending, that you are being defended by a very professional army. The display which was put out yesterday was meant to send that message that you are being guarded by a very professional army who is going to ensure that the territorial integrity of the country is going to be maintained at all space.